Okay, what's up, everyone? So, while I have this lovely moment of clarity, and hopefully you can hear my big mouth, what's up? It's been a long while. Um, so, first things first, my mental state has gone downhill. Um, I have moments of clarity where I can get my thoughts together, and my neurological issues have progressed to the point where I sought help. I went to a doctor. Um, I believe I did an update video about what was going on, but to recap, um, my legs are pretty much numb. My mood is shit. Pardon my French. I know it's not even the first minute and I curse. Oh no, how will I be monetized? Been on YouTube for over 10 years and not monetized because reasons, I guess. They don't like me. Um, Seeing, and this is another issue. I lose track of thought because I get sidetracked. Anyway, numb legs. Every now and then, painful sensation in my feet. Um, I keep having my Crohn's is a-okay for now. I'm on the Humira. My doctor, I'm having issues with my pharmacy and my doctor because they're having weird issues, and I don't understand because my doctor increased my Humira to every week instead of every other week, and yet the my prescription's still the same. But I'm going off on a tangent. Um, my Crohn's is fine. I have hiccups here and there, and that's only because I'm lactose intolerant and I had dairy. So I pay the consequences for having a bowl of cereal. Other than that, I'm fine. I take my Pepsid for my stomach, for my acid reflux. Maybe every 3 days? Because that's when it bothers me, or we have like pepperoni on pizza, or, you know, I want to, when I'm making steaks or something, I want them to be a little spicy that night, or we're having tacos and I want them to be a little tangy, a little spicy, get a little kick in it, and I pay the consequences for that. But as far as digestive issues are concerned, I'm fine. Now I'm having renal issues because I had a kidney stone a few days ago, and every now and then I'm still bleeding. Don't know why. Went to the ER, CT scan, no kidney stone. Pretty much, I was told to go find a urologist. Thank you. I knew that. Anyway, neurological. I thought maybe because I was having issues with my back, which is another problem, my spine, if someone knows these symptoms, if you can relate, if you can tell me what the hell they are, um, then by all means let me know. It feels, ah, this is the perfect thing. Odin's clicker. Let's just say this is my spine. A normal human being, unless you have the same symptoms as I do, as you progress through the day, no matter what I do now, mind you, I can be sedentary or I can be up and about. No matter what I do, I go through these same symptoms. When I have my moments of clarity, my spine feels like it's doing this. And then as my moments of clarity fade, no matter how I sit, no matter how I stand, no matter how I lay, our bed is 2 years old or 3 years old. So I know it's not our bed. And then when I have my moments that I'm getting to, I'm going to explain to you. It's like this. like someone placed a 40-ton weight on the top of my head, but it's the size of a quarter, and it's positioned directly on my spine, and it's just crushing me. That's weird. It looked like that was on for a second. Anyway. Anyway. So yeah, that's the best analogy I can give. Oh, also on top of dealing with the skin condition called CS. If I edit this video, which I doubt, because I have to play with my editing software again. Yay. I know that face was creepy. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I thought that pimple was gone. Anyway, I don't know what it is. I've looked it up online. I've seen things that said it was MS. I've seen things that said it was arthritis. I've seen things that said it was scoliosis, which I do have a form of scoliosis called Sherman's disease, but that's up here near the base of my neck. It's like from the base of my neck down to like in between my shoulder blades. That's where my scapula, literally my shoulder blades. So it's like this big of an area where the Sherman's disease is, and instead of my spine being like this, it's like that, and it's slightly curved. So I have a slight hump. That's it. That bothers me every now and then, but I know what I need to do in order to fix that. Pool noodle, lay on it, stretches those muscles out, gets the tension gone, and then everything relaxes and I'm back to normal. My lower back, So, on top of dealing with my spine, on top of dealing with the HS skin condition issues, which I'm not even going to tell you what that is, just look it up. If you're over 18, if you're under 18, don't ask your mom and dad, and they will explain it to you. But the best way I can put it to you is extreme body acne in very sensitive areas, and it sucks. So yeah, dealing with that, and then because I had the abscess, which is instead of in the front, it's in the back. I now have 2 ceton drains, which, if you don't know what a ceton drain is, I'm going to use Odin's clicker again. Oh, wait, I have something better. It's not this, but it is a silicon-coated, pretty much string. I call it a rubber band. And what it's supposed to do is facilitate the promotion of fluid dispersion. So it helps my body drain fluid, because it's building up fluid where it shouldn't be building up fluid, and that fluid happens to have bacteria in it. And then bacteria sets in, and then you form an abscess. So, to keep me from getting an abscess, which I just dealt with one a few days ago, you have your, I'm going to use my hand, of course. You have your rectum. And then now I have this annoying thing just hanging there that's surgically implanted in my body. Yeah, dealing with that. If you can tell, I'm venting while I have my clarity. Because like I told you guys, when I record for you guys, it's my way of therapy. It's my way of venting. It's my way of getting my frustrations out. But it's to let you guys know who actually care. And I know some of you don't care. I know most of you probably don't care because you don't know who I am. Let's just say I'm a YouTube veteran without having all the credentials. So yeah, those are the good days when I notice other things are bothering me. The bad days are my days of fog. My days of lights are on someone's home, but they can't answer the door. The best way I can describe it is locked in body syndrome. There's times where I feel like I have cerebral palsy. There's times where I feel like I have MS because my legs are on fire and it's just hard to walk. I need a cane sometimes to walk now. My balance is gone for the most part. Days of clarity, yeah, you can't contest me. I will box you. I will stand on one leg and do the crane stance from the Karate Kid, and I will kick you. When days like that, I call them episodes. When they hit, no. A strong enough wind will knock me over. There's times where I'm bedridden. There's times where I'm catatonic. I know what's going on around me. I hear you. I can't respond. I'm lucky if I get one word out. There's days where in my head I'm like, oh my God, am I faking this? Is it just subconscious? Do I want attention? And then one time it just happened and I'm home alone. There's no one around. There won't be anyone around for hours. I can't get to my phone. So if anything happens to me, I'm screwed. And yes, there have been times where I have had accidents. So, sorry, messages. The long and short of it is, I have my moments of clarity, and then once those episodes hit, I can feel them hitting. It's like a wave of a tingly sensation. It's almost like an energy crawls up from my feet to the top of my head. It's something going like this. And then my vision goes. And by goes, I don't mean I go blind. I mean, things get fuzzy, things get blurry, and then my eyes... I never had a lazy eye growing up, and the past, I'd say 2-3 months, if I don't focus, I can't tell if it's this eye or this eye, but they will... And then when I close one eye, when I close one eye and close the other, I noticed that my eyes just center each other. And if I close one eye and the other, they're just looking at what they would normally be looking at. So I don't know what the fuck happened to me in the past year and a half, 2 years. Every time I've fallen in the past 3 years, it's been on my ass. So that would probably explain why my lower back hurts, but it's usually literally on my ass. And you expect bumps, bruises. I took martial arts. And when you take martial arts and you've never had concussion, you've never been knocked out, and your sensei, your teacher, your teachers take care of you, even though it is a combat sport, you're expecting to get hurt. You're expecting to get injured. Hell, I broke a knuckle. And that's the thing. Everything that's really bothering me, it's all on the left side of my body. Every now and then I get a headache on this side, which I'll get to that in a minute. I know what you're going to say. Oh, we'll go get a brain scan. Been there, done that. We'll get there. I expected to get hurt. Like, I dislocated this shoulder, my right shoulder. Guess what? I have problems with my left shoulder. I broke this knuckle. I have not had any issues with my right hand other than carpal tunnel syndrome. Both hands have carpal tunnel because I'm a gamer. I play on the keyboard and I had horrible posture when it came to gaming. Now I have issues with my left hand. From the way the symptoms are, it sounds like trigger finger, which that means I have to contact my wife's doctor, Mandy, the Mrs. You guys know who she is. Anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is because if someone can relate, if someone knows, oh well, I have those symptoms, it's this, then great. If you can't, at least you know why I haven't uploaded in a while. I have series that are incomplete. I have series that I probably can't complete. And what sucks is, I'm limited on what I can and can't play because as the times go forward, I'm still stuck in the past. I still have a dual core processor, guys. I luck out that I can play certain games because I have a badass fucking video card. Which I say badass, but it's badass for me because I wasn't expecting to get a modern era video card at that point in time and it working the motherboard that I have. So, this is another thing that bothers me. And the main reason why, I took a 3-day cold turkey, nothing 3-day kind of thing. Because I thought, okay, maybe it's the pot. I looked up everything, all of my symptoms for every known psychological and neurological issue that has been known with pot. And there are no red flags to me. So I'm like, all right. I went 2 weeks off of it. I had 4 episodes in those 2 weeks. 2 of them back to back. So pretty much 4 days straight of I have word repetition. I'll get a word stuck in my head and I'll have to say it. It's like I have Tourette's. I have 3 moods, and that's it. It's happy, angry, or content. I wouldn't even say sad or depressed. I'm just depressed in general. But I wouldn't even say it's sadness or happiness. It's just melancholy and contentness. And then there's this brain duality of me wanting to exist in the moment and me knowing this is only temporary. Hence another source of my depression. Yeah, enjoy the moment while you have it. Enjoy life while... Yeah, I know, I'm trying. But in order for me to enjoy life, I need to get my health in check. And I've been sick since I was 16 years old. Let me rephrase that. I've been sick since I was 15. I've been diagnosed since I was 16 with Crohn's disease. I've technically been sick since I've been 2, because of asthma. And it took a while for my body to adjust to the new way that I have to process oxygen. My nickname until I was about 12 was Tiny Tim, because I was always 89 pounds. £89 up until I was 12. And then when I was 12, I hit 110 and stayed 110 until I was 16. And then I hit 200, and that was it. And then I stayed in the 200 range until I got really sick. And then I blew up to 400. Now, you're probably saying, well, go get your brain checked. I've had every test you can possibly think of. Everything came back normal, which made me even angrier, which made me even sadder, which made me even more depressed. Then what the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, then I'm crazy. So this is my last resort. Yeah, and I've told Mandy, and she thinks I'm joking, but if I go to this neurological therapist and she does this evaluation and says, you're fine, I'm probably going to commit myself into a hospital because I'm crazy. And then the weird thing is, I was always told growing up, crazy people don't know they're crazy. And when you look at schizophrenics and you go, yeah, without their medication, they think that is reality. They think the government is listening to them. They think their neighbors are actually Russian spies. They believe that, the CIA has, has bugged their mail somehow. It's sad, but it's a reality that they believe is true. The only thing you can do in times of emergency, as long as they're not going to hurt themselves or others, is to get them help feed their delusion. Yeah, it's mean, it's nasty, it's underhanded, but it's for the betterment of themselves. I don't get it. I try to do everything as best as possible with my life. Yeah, I had some screw ups. I had some bumps. Had some mountains. But now it just feels like I have snippets of heaven. In a world torn hell. Like I live in some sort of weird oasis in the world of Mad Max. I don't get it. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now. I'm thinking of coming back. I'm thinking of recording again. I'm not making any promises because on my days of clarity, I have to help Mandy with the house. I have to take care of Odin as best as possible, and I have to spend time with her. Because when I'm not here, and I'm lost in my own little... I can't even explain it. Like, my body literally won't listen to me. Oh, they're seizures. They scanned my brain. And they did it 3 fucking times. Because they wanted to make sure these 2 tiny little occlusions on the left side of my brain weren't tumors. They're not tumors. They're just nerve clusters. And they're the source of my migraines. Yay! You found one problem. We went through all of that because of the neck pain issues, the neck and spine pain issues that I was having, in association with the sensation lost in my legs. You can wail on my legs all you want. Unless you got something sharp, I ain't gonna feel it. I feel temperature difference. That's it. And it has to be extreme temperature difference. Talking ice cube out of the freezer or a hot spatula or frying pan off the stove. And I mean hot. I get in the shower now, and if the water is extremely cold, my whole body feels it. If it's hot, my legs are just freezing ice cold water. And then I start to shiver. So yeah, it's a clusterfuck of a lot of things. But I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Mandy will let you guys know. She'll try her best. She'll figure it out. She's a smart, smart woman. And if anything happens to me, she'll let you guys know. And then that'll be it. Not going to delete the channel, just leave everything up. And then YouTube can do whatever they want with it. Unless Mandy wants to do something with it. And you guys might be like, wow, that's dark, that's heavy. You always have to prepare for everything. A YouTuber I watched, he was in a coma for the past 3 weeks. Because he's spending time with his friends and families and his friends and family and their kids. And he's like, all right, food's cooking. I'm going to hop on my dirt bike and go take a rip around the property real quick and then come back. That's what he thought he was going to do. Went to go do it. And then woke up 3 weeks later. King of random. Knew the risks. Yeah, I believe it was a skydiving accident. His parachute didn't open or it malfunctioned. But needless to say, he went to go do his passion, his hobby, what he loved to do. And it killed him. Always prepare for the worst. Live every day as if it's going to be your last. But don't take it to the extreme. Relax. We live in just controlled chaos, and there's not much we can do about it. We can give ourselves a solution of peace, but it's still just controlled chaos in the controlled chaos. Alright, everybody. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, I love you all. Take care. Have yourselves a wonderful day and or night. And with that said, stay foxy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, what, you thought I was going to wait for 30 minutes? Really? YouTube don't pay me enough to do all that. So when they do decide to pay me, then I'll give them a full 30 minutes.